Hello everyone. Welcome to Ed Talk TV, Conversations Worth Having. I am your host, Ed Troxel, and I am your digital marketer. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Be sure to show up down below in the comments, whether you're live or watching the replay, because I want to hear from you, and I like to engage with you in the comments. So, today we are going to talk about Toys R Us. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of Toys R Us? Let me know. While you're doing that, whoops, other shoulder, over here you'll see my really janky sign, which it's okay because guess what? We use what we got. Asking, how did you find me? Hey, Mickey, welcome. How did you find me? Let me know in the comments, even if you're watching the replay. I made it easy so you could just do a 1, 2, 3, whatever, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we got our Edsters in the house. I'm so excited. If you don't know what an Edster is, an Edster is a Hey Ed Network member. So I have this little thing called the Hey Ed Network, and that's where I help mostly solopreneurs, help them with their business, whether it's business advice, coaching, tech questions. Really, that's what they came to me for, was tech questions, but they get a whole lot more. We do weekly calls and so much good stuff. And today, actually, I shared with them how to do an awesome iPhone hack to make their lives so much easier during productivity hours. So you can check that out once you become a Hey Ed Network member, an Edster, and I'll put a link in the comments to my Start Here page. That's got everything for you. So whether you're looking for free, I got free for you. For all those who want freebies, got to get on the email list because I do that. And I also have then paid content like the Hey Ed Network. So I'll pop that into the comments for all of you. While you're tuning in and while you're watching the replay, why don't you tell me who you are? Because we probably know each other, but I bet people watching this later who are going to be looking at the comments because they're secret followers and they don't really want to comment, they're going to want to look to see who else is here. So why don't you just give yourself a shout out? Why not? We haven't done a live in a while. I would love to have you all shout yourselves out. So go for it. I'm putting my Start Here page in the comments for you so it's there when you want it. And today we're going to talk about Toys R Us. So just to kind of recap a little bit, because we've kind of done this on the show before. Now, I say the show because I look at Facebook Lives as my TV show, basically. And for a while there, especially last year, we were going live 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Every day, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'd go live for about an hour. It was crazy. It was fun. So much fun. And actually, I really miss it. And today I thought about it. I was like, I haven't done a live in a while here on the page. So I wanted to do this one because this is a hot topic. Now, let me refresh your memory, especially for those who are new. Back in the day, we did talk about the collapse of Toys R Us. And in fact, I have a blog post that I can link to. But we talked about it on the show a couple times. We talked about the Toys R Us collapse and kind of reasons around that and why. We also covered some tips from Dave Ramsey and what he was talking about, why they did that. Also, look at this. We had Gary Vee, yep. And then we had the three of us. I say the three of us because Mickey is one of them here in the comments. I had me plus 2 Edsters come on live and talk about what it all means and what they could have done differently. And I haven't rewatched this yet because it's still pretty fresh in my mind, but I do want to go back and watch this because I know what we talked about on that show is priceless. And hopefully somebody from Toys R Us and the new branding that they're going to have and everything, maybe not branding, but the new company that bought them, hopefully they took some notes. And we're actually going to talk about that here in just a second. I'm going to show you marketing opportunities that are at least right now being missed that you can take note to apply to your business. Yeah, because at the end of the day, let's be honest. you really don't care about Toys R Us. I mean, you kind of do because there's that whole childhood vibe going on, but you're really here to find out how it benefits you and what really you can do that is going to help your business grow. Am I right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You tell me. Let me know, even if you're watching the replay. I see a lot of you jumping in here, so you better say hi. At the very least, you got to say hi. Come on. I'm helping you out here. I'm going to take a sip of some iced tea. That was a really small sip, a lot of ice. So, let's talk about this. Yesterday, I came across this article about Toys R Us reopening. Yes, they're reopening a couple locations for this year. In fact, by the end of this year, they're going to have Toys R Us back in business. And so you're going to see me kind of look at the side because I have my screen up here. I'm using my fancy camera, and then I got my screen over here. So it talks about the owners of Toys R Us, which is True Kids brand, announced the brand will be coming back just in time for the holiday season. So, wow, that's awesome. I mean, that's a lot of work to be done. Secretly, can I just tell you guys, secretly, I would love to be on board with them. Like, if they hired me to help them out with this whole experience, it would be so fun. It will be a lot of work, let me tell you. A lot of work, but it would be so much fun. I don't know, maybe I'm just a marketing nerd, but so much fun. So they're bringing it back. They talked about how there was rumors about this and that, they had closed over 800 stores. And we talked about this in the previous episodes about the whole thing going from top to bottom. I mean, it's not just the store itself or the store owner or the employees. I mean, there's so many people that play a part in that. And then they talked about how they're bringing back the new Toys R Us stores and how it will be the most progressive and advanced stores in its category in the world, and we hope to surprise and delight kids for generations to come. Now, even if you haven't watched any of my other episodes, including the Toys R Us ones, which I've talked about, we talked about it on the show, how it's all about the experience. You hear me say that all the time, but specifically, we talked about it with my guests, where we talked about the experience needs to happen in these Toys R Us stores. They got boring, right? How many times can you go to the same old store, especially when you can just search, click, buy, and ship, right? Amazon. And there's other things that tied in with Amazon. We won't get into that. But the point is, hey, Tony, thank you for saying hey. See? How easy is that? All you guys watching, that's what you need to do. Plus, by the way, this is bonus for you. Because when you say hi on my live or anybody else's, guess what? You're automatically promoting yourself. And that's okay. That's okay. So be sure to say hello. So that way I see you and then other people get to see you. So they have all this going on, right? Now here's where the marketing advice comes in for you guys. Where the opportunities are. I'm going to say missed opportunities right now. Toys R Us, True Brand Kids. I'm not making a good statement for myself if I'm trying to get you to hire me. True Kids brand. I'm going to say it's a missed marketing opportunity at this moment because I don't see it. So I'm going to share it with you guys so that you all can see it and apply it to your business. So let's go ahead and take a look at ToysRUs.com. So ToysRUs.com is up and running. They have experience a new toy way to play. Fine, sure, like graphics are fine. We're not going to get into all the nitty gritty here. They have 2 call to action buttons. They got the read press release. Okay, cool. Like maybe you're really interested in that and you want to know that, especially if you're a media outlet. That's good to know. And then you have subscribe for more play. We're going to get there in just a second. Before I get there, actually, let me ask you, even if you're watching the replay, what do you think's behind that button? What do you think is behind the subscribe for more play? I have to remind myself to stop and ask you first before I give you all the details because that's no fun if I just stand here and tell you everything. So what do you think is behind the subscribe for more play button? If I can find my mouse, there you go. What's behind this button? You shout it out. Let me know. You actually have to type it though because if you shout it, I can't hear you. But if you type it, I can see it. So there's that. So if we go down the page here a little bit more, We can kind of see there's some mock-ups here. It's like, okay, cool. It's kind of a Chuck E. Cheese vibe right there. Let's see, what's the other one? Okay, like, maybe it will be more interactive, but that's not a whole lot. That's not giving me anything about the experience, right? Carla says, email list sign up. Very good, Carla. Yeah. What do you expect to be on that email list sign up? I'm just curious, because I have some details, but I want to see what you guys think. So there's that. Hey, Jay, welcome. I would think they're mailing opt-in and maybe some interactive play. Oh, I like it. I like it. Yes. Keep going, guys. So then we scroll down here, and there's their stores, the little pop-ups. So, of course, maybe the store hasn't been built yet. I highly doubt they're building one, but, renovating, whatever, so they don't want to show pictures yet. Okay, fine. Something that could be done. This is just on the fly right now. Actually, I didn't have this planned. But on the fly here, you could even go as far as having some kind of email sign up directly for this store, right? Because if I live in Texas, I don't really care about New Jersey, and vice versa. So if I want to know about this store opening, which maybe this store opens on a Monday, the 28th, and the New Jersey one opens on Tuesday, the 29th, right? So maybe, I mean, you can always segment later, but could be kind of fun to do something more localized. Mickey says a game you can play with a sign-up required. Oh, I like that, Mickey. You're getting warmer. Well, they're all valid, actually. They're all valid. Look at this, though. They have an FAQ section, and I did not go through all of these, so FYI, I didn't go through them all. I just went off of a quick glance here. But this is important. You should have something on your website or on your marketing materials, something that has some of those frequently asked questions. They can be part of your systems and processes, all kinds of stuff, because this is really, really important. So they have all that, and then at the bottom they have their sign up for email subscribe button, and then their social. So pretty basic, pretty straightforward. Now let's go look at this button, because this is where my brain automatically was like, boop, light bulb, creativity, let's do this. You're talking about here, experience a new way to play. Okay, cool. And you've talked about in the article and press release about how it's going to be a whole new experience for the store. And we've talked about that on the show. So then what happens when I click this? You guys tell me. Before I tell you, you tell me. I'm just going to squirrel. And you tell me. What do you see? Or what do you not see? I don't care. It's all up to you guys. You let me know, even if you're watching the replay. I'm going to give you a second to look at that and to type, because I know it takes a second. While you do that, I'm going to try to have a better sip of my iced tea. So we clicked on that button. We looked at this subscribe list, which I'm going to take a stab as MailChimp, which is fine. It's an industry standard, you guys. MailChimp is fine. I use MailChimp. A lot of people do. But what do you see on here? Or what do you not see? While you're answering those questions, because I want you to, I'm going to kind of run through this. So you have the call to action. Well, it's not really the call to action, but kind of. I mean, it's just at the top. More play without the cleanup. What does that mean? More play without the cleanup. I don't get it. So maybe something else could be there. I mean, curiosity marketing is great, but I don't think that this is considered there. Jay says, clearly market research, but it's very blah when you are marketing kids' toys. I like the way you think. So, blah is what I would describe it to. Again, there's room for opportunities here. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Hate to break it to you. Nobody's perfect. These are teachable moments. And remember, this is feedback. We look at feedback as strengths and opportunities. So it's not that somebody's doing something wrong. It's that here is where we can improve. So when we look at this, It asks for the basic information: email address, phone, first name, last name, zip code, age, and then choose your favorite types of toys below. So that's some market research, and it's helpful. I don't know so much the last name, but it's fine. Age range is good to know. But where, and knowing the types of toys is cool, but where's that, let's go, here's that experience, let's make this happen? I don't get any of that. And what I would like to see here, and what I think would be super cool, is if you know that this is going to be launching in holiday time, and you know that Toys R Us is a huge, huge thing for many of us, and that you're writing this hype going on about, oh, it's gone, oh, it's back, and we're getting close to holiday time, wouldn't you want to have a holiday wish list? I mean, that's what the article back here actually talked about, is that basically they're just wanting people to understand, like, get your wish list ready. So why wouldn't you play off of that and say, you know what, when you sign up to be on our email list, you can create your own wish list. It doesn't have to be products that they're going to sell in the store. Here's the thing, they may not know exactly what the products they're going to sell in the store. This is where you get creative. So you just have a list of toys. I'm sure you can pull from a database somewhere. I'm not on that tech side of things, but let's just run with the creativity here. There's no boundaries, okay? So you sign up to be on the email list. We want, Toys R Us, we want your basic information, where you're at, what you're interested in. And then, hey, build your wish list. Why? Because it's launching in holiday time. You're building a wish list with Toys R Us. Therefore, when they open up, you're more likely to shop with them because your wish list is with them. Do you follow? Like, maybe it's just me getting too overly excited and not seeing the other sides, but that's what came to mind. And then here's where we take it one step further. Of course, with the wish list, you can share with your friends and add and all that. Like, totally make it interactive. You're welcome. There's my way into your marketing department, okay? But when it comes to other things that they could be doing here, if we go back to their homepage here, how cool, and maybe they're going to do this later, especially after they watch Ed Talk TV, because we know how popular this is, especially in the UK. Now, what if they had a competition or a challenge for kids? Now, before I tell you what my idea is, if I just say a challenge or a competition for kids, does anything come to mind for you? Even if you're watching the replay, does anything come to mind for you if you were Toys R Us and you said, you know what, we should have a challenge, a little competition for kids? What would be first thing that would come to mind? I'm going to let you think for a second because I really want to know, because I know you're creative and I know that I can spark that creativity in you, and that this is not just about me giving you all the goods. You gotta help too. And if you guys are new, just showing up, welcome. You need to say hello, even if you're watching the replay. So, see, Ashley, what's up? Hello. So, when it comes to experience a new way to play, you're Toys R Us, and I'm your marketing guy, and I tell you we need a challenge. We need some kind of competition. What comes to mind? Now, still tell me, but I'm gonna, for time's sake, I'm gonna start sharing mine. Ooh, Ashley swooping in. She just got ahead of all of you guys who have been watching from the start. She just jumped in. Okay, there we go, Carla. Okay, good. So Ashley said Lego building contest. Love that. See, I didn't even think about that one. Carla says social media challenge. Yes, exactly. Mickey says $3 million winner for the other game online. Oh yeah, we talked about that on the page, how somebody won $3 million. A student, a teenager, I think he was a teenager, won $3 million for playing video games. Toys R Us could do a similar competition with less prize money or make it a training option for the big game. You guys see? I love this. And even if you're watching the replay, you need to tune in because it's good. So get the creative juices flowing here. So here's what came to mind from me instantly. And I was like, I need to do a live on this, but I didn't last night because it was late. And I was like, I'll wait till tomorrow. So my marketing brain says we should have a competition or a challenge. It doesn't have to be, competitive. And it's going to be for the kids. And it could be for adults too, to be honest, because we're a big kid now, right? And Toys R Us is the only place we can go to feel like a kid again. And we're talking about experiencing a new way to play. And we don't know what that experience is going to look like yet. You see where I'm going with this? I'm kind of hinting, right? Okay, fine. Design your own store. Why not have a competition? Design your own store. Sign up to be on our email list and submit your designs for the store. Kids are full of creativity. They're your target market. They're the ones that are going to get people into your stores. And they're not worried about invoices and credit cards and going to work and everything. They're not being influenced that way, right? So their imaginations just blossom. So how cool would that be to have the kids, I was going to say students because I'm used to teaching, how cool would that be to have the kids submit their own designs for the store that you could incorporate? I'm just saying, you guys, this is why I love what I do. And I know not everyone can experience it on a one-on-one basis. So that's why I like doing these lives, is that this is where you got to go that extra step. You got to have, okay, here's the thing, and it's not necessarily a sell for me, it's just in general. You have to have somebody whose purpose and duties are to be creative, are to apply what they know, like, feel, touch, understand, have learned, and be that person for your business. Whether that is full-time, part-time, whatever that may look like, that's what you need, because you can't wear all the hats. We try to, myself included, but we can't all the time when it comes to that. See? Toys R Us, there we go. We just have to understand that for a business, we have to be able to have that creativity these days because it's required, especially online. And when we talk about, going back to what Carla said about social media challenge, you have the students, the kids, submit their artwork, what they envision their store to look like for their experiences. And then you can turn that into a social media challenge. Keep the buzz going. Get people to vote and share and like and love and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then, at your grand opening, you have a section that you built. Maybe not in every store. Maybe it's only the main store. Maybe it's a pop-up section that rotates to different stores. Listen, I know I'm giving you guys like the whole, what Mickey would say, buffet right now. I know. I have a hard time holding back and just giving you, the salad and some dressing. So understand, like, this is huge. And this is what I love, is to be able to take what's up here and share it with you guys. And understand that now ties back into experience a new way to play. Right? Now we're really diving into that message and understanding that we're involving our people. Because at the end of the day, it's about our people. So we have to remember that that's what it's about. So, I don't know. I can only just share with you. I don't know. I'm tapped out. That's what I got for you guys. So, I hope that was helpful. Let me know, of course, in the comments. Because, listen, that's the only way I know if this works or not, is if you actually comment and share. You can like, of course, but I'm not big on the likes. I mean, obviously, it's awesome, but that doesn't tell me anything. I prefer the comments. So, anyway, that's what I have for you guys. I put the Start Here page down below there as well. That will get you to my free content and my paid content, which is the Hey Ed Network, which y'all should be in anyway. And if you need anything, just let me know. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.